Alright, good day watchers. Welcome to Totally Flawed movie review tonight. And today I'll be watching a Lou Diamond Phillips horror movie. It's a film called The First Power. We'll watch this tonight, right? I'm going to tell you what I think about it after I've reviewed it. Okay, right. Detective Logan, played by Lou Diamond Phillips from the Young Guns. He's believes he's saved LA from the sadistic serial killer Patrick Channing, played by Jeff Kober. Whom the media have dubbed the Pentagram Killer. Unfortunately for Logan, Cannon has made a pact with the devil and has gained the first power, immortality. Now tasked with stopping a dead man who could take the image of anyone at any time. Logan buddies up with beautiful psychic Tess Tracy Griffin to prevent Channing from carving up more innocent citizens and claiming his revenge on Logan. Okay, right. So So at the beginning of the film, you see Lou Diamond Phillips, Logan, played by Lou Diamond Phillips, right? And he gets a phone call from this woman. He knows that he has no idea who it is. It's just telling him after what does she say about not killing the killer, like not actually. After when they've caught him, don't kill him. So she's warning him, and of course, she tells him where he is, where the killer will be, around a certain part of the area. So she tells him where to go. So he's got like his map, and he puts the mark on the map, and then he does the shape of like his pentagon. And then the cops turn up. Of course, the cops start scoping the area. Of course, but one of the female cops who's in like civilian clothes, of course, gets taken by the killer and taken to this place. Actually, the place looks a bit like the same place as the Police Academy 2, where the gang hang out in Police Academy 2. It looks like that place. It could be. I could be wrong. They end up there. Logan and all that. They rescue the policewoman and stuff. Of course, he's like trying to do some ritual on her and stuff, and he gets caught. He gets caught or something, and of course, what happens is that Finger's character, Channing's character, he stabs Logan's character, Diamond Phillips' character stabs him, of course, but he puts up a good fight. Actually, his character, I like Logan. He's a total badass. He's a total badass cop. Puts a good up. He gets stabbed and he still freaking fights him. So captured. He gets captured in the film, of course. When the woman's warning him not to have him executed, so make sure he doesn't get executed. Of course, he should have listened. They should have listened, but there's a part where you actually see him getting executed, like gassed in the movie, and then something weird happens where he kind of like wakes up, and then the thing is, he like kind of like breaks out the freaking thing out of the chair, right? And Finger's character is like shooting him. Next minute he wakes up. No, next minute Finger's character wakes up, right? And it's like a dream and stuff. But the character was executed, of course. And then all hell breaks loose in the movie, because then it's, of course, with his character, Finger's character, Patrick Channing. He can actually possess anybody that's vulnerable, like weak or so. If it's drink or drugs or stuff, he can actually take that, possess of that body. I did like the concept of him. I thought this film was quite a fun movie to watch. Actually, the film had a good sense of humour. It's not full on serious, but it does have a sense of humour in it. It's not like full on comedy either. So, Finger's character, he starts seeing hallucinations and stuff like. So when he wakes up, he sees all this like blood in his room. And of course, then these cops turn up, and of course, the woman in it who was taken before, she gets taken again and murdered, the cop woman. Then he meets up with this. Then the woman in this redhead. I was like, this psychic who he teams up with later on in the film. She like says, I've warned you. He's gonna freaking go out and start killing again. I like the part where they go to a house. No, Patrick Channing's house, right? And they meet his mum. Of course, they pretend like they're like someone else, not cops or anything. He pretends to be someone else, of course. They go in, right, and they go to his bedroom, of course, and then it's like a little twist, like quite a nasty little story that's been, what's been going off in that house. And it's quite a dark, it's like a dark past, what's happened there. And you can see he's a bit of a nasty piece of work, the Patrick Channing character. Of course, they've got to figure out how to find him, and they can't kill him, because if they kill him, he'll possess another body. So they're like, what do you do? The guy who plays Channing, I've seen him. He's been on like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's been on Walking Dead. It's played by, what's his name? Jeff Kobar. He's been on like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Walking Dead. He's actually been Highway to Heaven, which is quite strange when you're watching it. Highway to Heaven, and he's been on Highway to Heaven. Walking Dead. He's been in quite a lot of films and TV shows. Very good actor, by the way. He has that face, you recognise it. Ah, look, it's him off that freaking TV show, that movie. The film does have some crazy moments in it. I do like the scene where, after the scene where he goes off, the church scene, when he goes after the Fingers character, because he's chasing after him, right? And there's like a sequence where he gets, hit in the head by like an axe. So of course it's the vision that she sees, because she can see into the future. See? So she ends up there. So she tries to stop his character from getting killed, Logan. And that was a good scene. I like that for. Even I was like, oh, what the hell? He's just been killed. And I like the part where he's chasing him, right? And then after, when he catches up with him, he like jumps off the roof, like off right down, and drop. It's like, Jesus Christ, this guy's got freaking super legs, superhuman strength and stuff, like super powers or something. Like, he looks like a superhero. He's just jumping off the roof. The last part, I'm not going to explain every story, but there's a lot happening in this film. I was just like, this film is so damn enjoyable. The last part was good, where they end up at the water plant, where she gets taken by Fingers' character. Of course, now it's like a homeless person being possessed. So there's a nun in it. There's like a nun in it who has this like crucifix, but it has like a sword in it, like a knife, not a sword, a knife, and you can use that to kill Fingers' character, like a special power. And that was cool, because then he teams up with her to rescue her and kill freaking Patrick, or take him out somehow. And the last part was really good. It has a bit of a twist at the end. I was like, oh boy. But yeah, I did like the last bit. I kind of hope they did a sequel, actually. I'd love to see the sequel to this, because it would have been interesting. But it ended the way it ended. So yeah, it's a 1990 film. So yeah. Okay, what I didn't like about it? Nothing really. It's one of the films that I enjoy. Supernatural thriller. And it's really interesting. Especially there's certain parts in the film that has like a few noticeable moments where it's like, wire work and stuff like that. You see, when the part where Finger jumps off the roof, see a bit of wire work. What else? The part where one character's dead, you can see him breathing a little bit. Okay, what I liked about it, I like the characters in it. It's got some solid cast people in it. Lou Diamond Phillips is good in this, really good. And it's got some bit of sense of humour I liked. Good sense of humour too. Which I was a bit surprised by. I was thinking, that was quite funny, that scene was. so yeah, not full on like comedy, but it does have touches of sense of humour that I like. So yeah, not too much. So yeah, I like the concept of a character that can get possessed. It's like a film called, I suppose, The Fall, with Denzel Washington, where it's like a spirit that can go into bodies if you're touching them. Kind of like that, but slight bit, not much, The rating I'm going to give to the film is a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. You know, if you like supernatural films with a good little twist in it, it's really enjoyable. It's fun. It's a fun movie. I'm glad they put it on Blu-ray. I've never seen it before. It's the first time I've actually seen it. So yeah, I like the woman in it. She's, you know, psychic. Good looking woman, I say. So yeah, Tracy Griffith is it? She's there. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I thought something really well. The last part was pretty good. The finale. I thought I quite enjoyed the finale. So yeah, interesting movie, I'd say. So yeah, 4 or 5 for the first part. Really enjoyable. Definitely worth checking out. It's a fun one. This. Sorry people, this is my Totally Flawed review of the first power. Really enjoyable film. First time I've actually seen it. I like Lou Diamond Phillips. So yeah, it's a good film. It's really fun, supernatural twist with a bit of, you know, you think, oh, I wonder who the killer is in this film. You know, I like that. So yeah. So anyway people, this is my Totally Flawed movie review of the first part. And remember to go to the channel. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and take care of yourself and leave me alone. See you later.